I think I'm going live now, Ray. Okay, I think I'm live. How's everyone doing? It's a great day in paradise. Thanks for stopping in. I don't even know if I've got I got CMY Fertility and Dr. Kiltz live. Maybe it says you'll be able to comment after going live. I think I'm there. Welcome all. All right. Welcome all. Another awesome day in the universe. Kiltz is officially in the 70s. And I'm glad you stopped by up in Syracuse, actually Skinny Atlas, New York, out by the lake. It's a great day in paradise. How's everyone doing? And an hour of superpower talking about faith, fertility, love, kindness, generosity, and why keto and carnivore lifestyle changes everything for all of us. And it is radical. But I'm working on my new Nobel Prize winning paper about why keto is bunk, carnivore is the game changer, and basically fat is the only fuel and building block for the body. And we get fat because we're meant to, because the odds of a famine, war, pestilence, disease are mighty high in our ancient past. Good morning. Good morning. Who we got here? We got Lizzie. We got Brenda. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Louisiana, Lizzie World, awesome. So Linda, good morning. Louisiana, great. Thanks for stopping in. Bacon Runner, a great day in God's universe. Thank you, thank you. Bevy, 20. All right. Irvine is open. I'm working on the IVF Center in Irvine, California. I've already got a building investing in, but I might have something else to get started right away. Orlando, CNY Fertility Orlando monitoring site should be open within the next week. Dr. McNichols has joined the team. We got Dr. Faruqi who's joined the team, and we're growing. Lance, how you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping in and Kiltz's crazy morning. Let's see if I can move my my pod in my place. We got here. We got the fire of brewing. I don't know if you guys can see the fire. The fires of life are upon us, right? Everywhere. I thought, I'll get this a little bit better, right? There we go. Or is that better? I don't know. It's in the studios of life. And I was talking to my good friend Jeremy Horlick. It's his 50th birthday today. And look we're all birthed today. Every single day, you're born every new day, right? Lance, awesome. Ryan, how you doing, Ryan? Good morning. Cake, did you eat your birthday? We had a steak cake. Plus, Tia did make me a beautiful dark chocolate cake. I put some ice cream. I have cookie cake and ice cream from time to time. But what's Kiltz's meal every day? Steak or nothing. Today's a fast and fatty meat day. I haven't eaten anything. I'm having some coffee. Oh, my God, coffee. It's going to kill you. Nah. Awesome. Isabel Goyer. Good morning, Dr. Kiltz and everyone. Montreal, Quebec. Awesome, Montreal. How's everyone doing? These ideas are really radical. Mind is the master set first. I don't care if you're a vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian, or you're in the carnivarian world, right? It's eat the fatty meat and you'll feel more fantastic than ever before. That's all you need to do, right? Eat the fatty meat, you'll feel more fantastic every single day. And listen, we are lions, we are carnivores. But okay, you had some salad, don't lose your shirt over it, right? Awesome, six-pack. Kiltzy, awesome, my brothers and sisters. 70 years young. I went out for a walk on East Lake Road in Skinny Alice today, and Kay, who's 81, she walks every single day. And she goes and does teaching aerobics and water aerobics every day just to get up and out. And listen, you don't have to be a carnivore. You can be a ketovore, an herbivore, an omnivore. But number one is faith in God and where is God within the mirror, right? Oh, and then I got to show you one other thing, my brothers and sisters. Hang on with Kiltzy. Tia is mad at Kiltz because my Tia gave me the cross for Christmas. Joe McCaffrey gave me an extra chain for my birthday, but I'm like, I misplaced my cross and my Lions medallion that Tia gave me. So if anyone sees it somewhere, say I found Kiltz's medallion, the lion. Awesome, Rex, South Dakota. Thank you, David B. 4X4Z, right from Kentucky. We have Michael, United Carnivore, and I missed the Mitch up that was in Melbourne, Florida on Thursday with my brothers and sisters. I'm sorry I missed it, but I'm part of the journey. Even if I'm not there physically, I'm always there mentally, emotionally, doing the best I can. Ryan, I got Brother Ray. Brother Ray, are you still on the line? Yeah, Brother Ray is still on the sideline listening with us today, so that's great. I got, and remember, our brothers and sisters around the globe, no matter what religion, what diet, we are lions. This is just what we are, right? And it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Lizzie, how you doing? Smile, laugh it out every day. Carnivore weight loss from Michigan. How you doing? Thanks a lot for stopping in. I'm working to go to Sydney, Australia, South Africa, London, and meetups around the country. I'm working on new ideas and direction for us, all of us, every single day. I do my 100 push-ups. I do my meditation and prayer. The first thing I do when I get up, the middle of the day, the end of the day, and that is the most important thing. All right, we got George. I did send out my link, and I forgot to mention it, but my good brother George. George, how you doing today?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Dr. Kiltz. I thought I'd come and join you because I did see you put the link out. I came late because I couldn't find you a notification, but here I am.
Well,
nobody else had jumped on. I thought I'd come and keep you company.
No, I appreciate you, and Alia and I are working on ways to get everyone to know what we're doing out there, and my brother Ray is helping do that, and all of us around the world.
We've lost audio. We've lost audio, Dr. Kiltz. We've lost audio.
All right, brother Ray.
You are back.
All right. Some direction. So we've got meetups around the country, around the globe, everywhere in the world. What's the purpose of the meetups?
To build community, to spread the word, to become friends, because we're all friends here in cyberspace. But the idea of the meetup is that we become friends. We actually get to hug each other, to actually look at each other and say, "You're a real person." You know, you're a real person to me, Dr. Kiltz, because we spent a great day in London together. But I remember the first time I met Stephanie Taylor. It was really weird because we'd been friends on screen, but then suddenly we were there within a foot of each other, and we looked at each other, and I said, "Steph, you're a real person." She said, "Yeah, I am." And it was, and then of course we had the hug, and yeah, suddenly she became a genuine, real flesh and blood person. And you know, that's
the magic of this journey and direction for all of us, right? We are real people, and I think sometimes, you know, in the craziness of the world, we drop bombs, we negatively think of others, but ultimately that we're all brothers and sisters, and we want to bring peace and love and generosity across the globe in ways. And the carnivore concept is really inviting everyone to the table, to sit at the table and join us in the journey and healing our brothers and sisters. It's so important and so critical.
Yeah, can I just say I've got several friends, relatives out there who aren't carnivores themselves, but because I am so active in the carnivore community, they know all about the carnivore community. I tell them the stories from the carnivore community. I tell them about you. I tell them about that man there, Rick Rodriguez. I tell them about Dr. Nelson and all of our friends. It's almost like a soap opera to them. But we're real people, and they are very interested in the community, more so than in the way we eat. But they love the stories about the community. So you will be meeting a couple of my non-carnivore friends in June when you come over, and my brother Roger, who is a great meat eater, but he's not carnivore, but he loves the carnivore community. So yeah, it's not just about being strict carnivore. It's about spreading love, forgiveness, and it's the carnivore way. It is mindset. It is believing. It is being a lion. There is more to it than just the way we eat, and that's my firm belief.
Well, and I think that's real important because we talk about the carnivore lifestyle. That I think is the most important part of this journey. Is I am a lion. We are lions all together. And if you're not strict to anything, you'll be a pure vegan if you want. We love you. And part of this world, and I always say, eat less frequently, cook the plants well, add some fat, and connect with your brothers and sisters in love.
Yeah.
And that's the simplicity.
Our great friend Barbara from Grandma's Crochet Corner has actually given it a new name, the carnivore. It's based on loving each other, forgiving each other, mindset. Mindset is the most important thing. The I am, I can, I love you, I love you, I love you. That's the big thing. If you've got a positive mindset, then carnivore or not, then your life changes.
Yeah.
Your whole attitude to life changes. You become the lion, the I can, I will, I am. And that is very important to me. That's the thing. So I'm sure Rick agrees with
Hey,
us.
Rick, how you doing today?
Pretty good. I'm just watching the rain. We had a rain finally coming in.
And good weather, bad weather, is it really the weather or is it our mindset of what it is?
Well, there's nothing bad about rain. We haven't had rain for a couple of months. I think it's pretty good. The weather changes. We have sun, we have rain, we have hurricanes, we have cool weather. The weather's the weather. Like you said, for me, it's all good because even something as bad as a hurricane, which makes a big mess, usually ends up making me some money when I'm out there cleaning it up for other people. So there's always a good side to it.
And is it possible for all of us to be reborn every single day, no matter what yesterday was?
Well, every day's a new day, so it all depends on the way we look at it.
It is quite magical in so many ways. How was the meetup in Melbourne?
It was excellent. It's a shame that you weren't able to attend, but yeah, because there's great people there. That's the key to any good meetup.
Well, I'm out on the working green, communicating with my brothers. It was Mike and Chris and Patrick, and I got on to watch it, but I couldn't get in. My phone just kept on asking me for secret passwords, and it just didn't. But I got a chance to be there and observe it, so I'm grateful to all of our brothers and sisters, and those are just hanging out and listening to us. Why the carnivore lifestyle is radical, and it's a whole life-changing environment, and we're going around the world and listening and learning from our brothers and sisters, and it's magic, right?
It is. And the thing is that we're all kind of a team. I tell everyone, I'll recommend people's YouTube channels. I said, we're not in competition. We're a team here. So we don't mind referring our friends to our other friends.
It's my good friend, Jeremy Horlick's. Oh, Ray, what you got, Ray?
Well, I tell you guys, what you said about we're not in competition. It is great cooperative. I'm going to use the word cooperation as really the contribution and cooperation is what you guys are doing. Yeah,
we're all cooperating together around the globe and doing the very best we can with what we have. And the cats. So the cat is the lion, the tiger of the world. And I went to visit my friend Joe this morning. I brought him a copy of the book that I wrote for my grandson Julio called "The Boy Who Ate the Sun," and then he's got cats that are just like wandering the house, and they're the owners. They own it. The animals actually own our lives, don't they? The cats and dogs.
Mine does. He's over there attacking me now.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
That's me.
Let's see, George, where are you in this world?
I'm in the town of Bridgewater in Somerset, which is in the southwest of England, very near Glastonbury, very near Stonehenge. Great part of the world, which I'm very much looking forward to showing you in June. So that's going to be great fun. And Dr. Kiltz, I've got some fantastic news for you this week. You probably know it already, and that is that you've you started the online course, Doing Your Own Time Kiltz Health Coaching course. I am very proud to say, delighted to say that my wife, Lainey, has completed it in 10 days. And she is the first graduate from that particular course. Ali has sent her certificate. So you have a new coach here in Bridgewater and Somerset. And I'm also delighted to say that when you come to the meetup in June, we're having a dinner to welcome you and Dr. Nelson on the Thursday, the 11th, when you arrive. And Coach Angela Mullins has booked in. She is coming over as well on the same day as you. Myself and Lainey will be there, both of your coaches. Jackie Fletcher, who is doing the course at the moment, she is booked in. So you're going to have another coach there as well. Yourself and Dr. Nelson. And so it's and Juliet as well. Coach Juliet Edens will be there. So we're having a Kiltz doctors and coaches meetup on the Thursday when you arrive before the meetup. So I thought you might be pleased to hear that, because you're going to be amongst some very good friends, and you're going to meet some new friends as well at the same time.
In order to be a coach through Kiltz coaching, I mean, do you have to pass some particular test or get a referral from someone, or is everyone in the world capable of becoming a health coach through Kiltz certification?
Right. That's an interesting. Now that you use the word capable there. No, not everybody is capable, because not everybody has the dedication or the desire to actually get involved in it. But those people who do have the dedication and desire will spend a very small amount of money. $500, I believe it is at the moment. It might go up again though to 1,000. But what can $500 buy you in the world nowadays? It can buy you a weekend in a hotel, or it can buy you a Kiltz health coaching course, which is many hours of good study. Each module, there are 12 modules. Each module, I reckon, takes 4 hours. So you have 48 hours of solid good coaching with a quiz at the end of it, and you get a certificate at the end of it for $500. The cost of a cheap weekend away in a hotel. So so to answer your question, not everybody is capable of doing it, but everybody has the opportunity to do it if they so wish, and if they have the dedication to do it. That and the application, that is the thing. We only want, you don't want people who aren't going to be leaders. I think I sent you something back along, and that's that leaders don't create followers, they create other leaders. And what you are doing is creating more leaders around the world. Whether it doesn't matter whether you're actually a qualified coach or not. If you are a member of the KMT, then it means you have that mentality to be a leader, to be a lion out in the world, to spread the word, to motivate, to inspire, to educate, to empower and encourage. And that is the most important thing. Those are the qualifications that you need to become a Kiltz health coach. The ability to motivate and inspire. That's all it takes.
And I like to believe that everybody, if you got a pulse and you could fog up a mirror, you are capable, and we want to inspire you to come on board. And I'm working to keep it at $500 or less investment, so we can inspire more people to be leaders in the fellowship of Kiltz Mighty Tribe. And I've just met so many amazing people around the globe. And that's why I love coming to London and Sydney, Australia, or South Africa, or to all those places. But we can do it by simply coming online. And the technology that we have, which is masterful, and bringing people together. We got good morning from Saeed Bunaril from Pakistan. Amazing. And we got Lance from Dakotas. Michael Selly is here from Michael's from Tampa or Melbourne. I can't remember. I think from Tampa. And
both.
Right. Oh, we got Brian's Biscuit can crack a mirror. That's it.
Yeah. But again, we know Brian. So I think he's from Long Island, New York. He's definitely New York. I think it's Long Island.
Again, it's where are you from in this world, right? That's what is all of us. coming together and sharing. And some of it is tongue in cheek. And sometimes some of it is like, we want to kick you out, but we want everyone to come on and recognize that we're here as a doc who went carnivore 15 years ago. I'm not pure all the time. Okay, I might have some French fries, and I did celebrate with some cake and ice cream on my birthday. When Tia made me my chocolate cake that she knows I've loved forever, I'm not going to say, I can't eat that.
Brides is from Staten Island, so the forgotten borough.
Yeah.
I knew he was New York, and I knew how an island
it's in the New York realm, isn't it? And
I always hated cake.
Yeah, Dr. Kiltz, can I just say to the audience that every week it's me and Rick that come on with you on a Sunday, but the only reason I come on is because nobody else was here, so I thought I'd come and keep you company. Can I just say to everybody, if you don't want to see my ugly face every Sunday, then please somebody else jump in, and it means I won't have to come on. Because every week it's me, Rick, and it's not our show. We have been booked for interview. It's just that we're the only ones who come on. So come on, you guys. Be in line.
I come here to support my friends.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty. Rick and George and everyone. But again, even if you're just simply saying hi and writing a hello, I'm from wherever you're at, how long you've been working in this keto carnivore lifestyle, and it's not perfect. It's not perfect, is it? It's hard too. And I'm in the standard medical world. I still, help people on all dietary lifestyles, and I still hand out many drugs, dissections, and help them in the standard way of modern medicine. But I write, and I'm working on the glycocalyx book. I'm working on that. Adipose tissue is actually the most valuable cellular structure on your body, and visceral fat causes no disease. It's called survival cellular structures. Without it, we're dead. And we do not flip from burning sugar to flip to burning fat. You only burn fat, and without it, we're dead. Yeah. Being skinny is not in our favor in general.
I'm in big trouble.
That's Rick screwed then.
Right, but the difference with Rick knows how to hunt and gather, and he's not running around with his head cut off and worrying. He knows where to find the chickens and the iguanas and the snakes.
If it's moving, it's on the menu.
Now I'm here, Dr. Kiltz. Can I just say something about to the community in general? As you know, I have forced myself into the role of global ambassador. Last year, you sent me to Wyoming, which is what kicks it all off, really. This year, I'm going to Michigan. And now myself and DC Rebuilding over in Australia have hooked up to the point where Laney is now joined forces with DC. And DC has said he's going back to Japan to live, and we are going to go over and visit him once he gets established there. We're going to go and meet up with Dave Mack for a meetup in Tokyo. Can I just say to everybody, start thinking outside the box, folks. Start thinking how easy it is to travel internationally. It does cost a little bit of money, but it's worthwhile saving up for it, because what do we spend our money on? Some people think, a holiday has to be
food,
maybe the
taxes,
or the Mediterranean for the UK. Start thinking meetup holidays. Start thinking carnivore vacations. We got people coming over to the UK this year. We got people heading to, I think Thierry, our French coach, I think he's going to Chicago. So he said yesterday. So let's start some real international travel amongst us, and we can all meet up then. It's going to be fantastic. It really will be. So start thinking about that, guys. Oh, Dr. Kiltz is back. We don't know where he went. So there we go. Yeah, so let's think globally. We are a global community. Let's start sharing that.
We already do that.
I think we have to have our vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian segments of what we do to invite everybody in the kiltz keto carnivore lifestyle. That is the part that I'm realizing. It's like everyone's welcome, but it's an investment. It's a business expense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it is.
Your own LLC and make it a business expense.
I mean, the great thing is Rick has been in without knowing it, has been in the carnivore community for 42 years. but he'd never been to a meetup until when, Rick? Where's your first meetup?
Last November, Hack Your Health.
And how many have you been to since?
2. I went
exactly.
to this wonderful one that our doctor put together, and then the one that we did last weekend with Mitch. That's it.
Exactly.
And we should create a non-for-profit also that people can donate to helping others on this journey. That's the part that we want to build in this world, a foundation that helps others and inspires them, because the whole part, and this is why affordability, access, integration, which what I do in my fertility world, we are the lowest cost IVF center in America. We help provide accessibility, but we also teach people about how do you get pregnant naturally.
Mm-hmm.
You got to flatter him, feed him, and make love to him.
That's right.
Don't be holding back, right?
That's right.
And this is the most important fun. And like a little toasted iguana for the evening.
Dr. Kiltz, you just had a fantastic idea, because basically what we could do is we could crowdfund a central fund, and then you can actually say like you did with me with the Wyoming ticket. You can say, right, we will fund on the Monday Live. The price a day is travel funding or travel assistance to a meetup of your choice. So that could be one of the prizes on the KMT 6am Live, because it worked for me. You got me to Wyoming last year because you basically made it possible for me. It's sure I had to pay for the air tickets, but it got me there, you know.
And if we crowdfund it, I flew Allegiant first class. Now you may not know Allegiant, and I didn't really know it, but there are 6 seats across from the front to the very back. They're all first class, and they're at an economy price. And
what?
I met so many amazing people on the flight from Sarasota to Syracuse yesterday. There was someone who once worked for me, and then someone was watching over, and then those people that were watching when I was talking to my friend Amy sat next to me. And then to come to find out that there are people that I've helped have babies, and even some that were created at Scene Life Fertility. I mean, we're creating a global concept and idea. We're not chasing money. We're actually we're setting the stage for men, mommies, and masters in this world, because money will take you down. But again, if we create the crowd-sourced funding that we want to help our brothers and sisters, it's the most amazing best we can do.
Think about it, Dr. Kiltz, because basically you decided that we were going to keep the KMT free at source forever. But I mean, I think there are something like 35,000 members now. Imagine if everybody gave $2 a year, that would be $70,000. Imagine how many flights that could get for people around the world to get to meetups, or even internally within the United States. It's an idea to think about, Dr. Kiltz. I would happily give $5. I would happily start it with $5 straight away now if you would decided to go down that route.
Well, that would be rather than we call it. We have some. Again, it's a build the foundation of the brothers and sisters around the globe to help more people. Like, I mean, I grew up in LA, kicked out of school in a gang. We lived at my grandmother's, both my grandmother's houses. My brother and I didn't even have a bed. We split up. We shared up. We either on the couch or the floor. Okay, sometimes we had a bed, but who cared? I enjoyed life. I still enjoy it with the suffering and the pain. But I mean, I live like a crazy, amazing life. I've been very blessed in amazing ways, but I've never chased money, ever. And that, again, the love of money is the suffering. But when you do the work, I mean, I go to work 24/7, 365. I'm nothing special because we're all special. I think that's the most amazing thing. Kelly, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Nice. God bless you guys. Awesome. It is quite amazing. So how's your week going? What's your Sunday like? And tell us what you have to share with us today.
Well, I had an actually pretty good week. Of course, the weather here is the ups and downs. It's like somebody made winter mad and it wants to come as a vengeance because some people's getting blizzards, but here we're going to have cold temperature, maybe a little bit of snow. But other than that, had a late midnight call for a toilet last night. Other than that, I'm doing fantastic this morning.
Well, my good friend Joe got home. We live on a lake and the water comes from the lake. And so his pump broke. And so he's got to go down to the lake and dip the water for the toilets and bring, but like think about for the last 3.5 million years. I mean, electricity, plumbing, I mean, how, and HVAC, how new is all that shit?
It's been out for HVAC's been out for the kit or the mechanical part at least early 1900s, but ever since the ice age we've had natural air conditioner with ice and whatever we need to do. They have ice houses, they cut ice. I mean, the Amish still does that today. They go cut ice and then they have it in their ice houses.
Yeah, it's again, we have a comfort. We want comfort, don't we? We want easy. I mean, I live in the most comfort of the universe. I am so blessed in so many ways, but ultimately, Rick, how's your air conditioning?
Well, it's still working. I was without air conditioning for almost 3 years because I couldn't afford it. But when I was changing somebody else's air conditioner, I started collecting parts and I built one and fixed it. And it's been good for the last, 2 years.
Mindset. How powerful is the mindset? What you think of life and the things, Rick, Kelly, and George, is how you think about your life part of the either the downside or the upside?
You can get yourself in trouble by either being too optimistic, but you can definitely destroy yourself by being pessimistic. When you're optimistic, you got to be balanced. You got to say, well, I can do this. And you got to get towards the edge. Obviously, you're not going to flap your wings and fly. That's impossible. But it is possible that maybe something you haven't worked on before, maybe your computer broke and you say, I'm going to go online, I'm going to try to figure out how to fix it. And I tell a lot of people, just try to get a little towards that edge. But on the other hand, if you say, you know what, I can't do this, I can't deal with it, I'm not even going to try. Well, you've already shut yourself down and you're not going to be able to make any progress. So the way I look at it, I've had people tell me, well, if you think of it, you can do it. And I say, that's not true. If you think of it, maybe you can do it. But if you think you can't, you have just shut yourself down and you've given up and you've basically sabotaged yourself. So the main thing is don't act like you can't do it. Think, maybe I can do it, but I'm going to have to put a little effort into it and I'm going to do my best. And if everything goes well, I'll be successful. And if not, I'll learn something and I'll try something else.
Yeah. Yeah. My take on it, Dr. Kiltz,
go ahead.
Basically, my take is that when I healed myself from type 2 diabetes, I did it through basically without your help, because I didn't meet you until really last year, by which time I was well and truly physically cured. However, meeting you and talking about mindset with you and doing the coaching course and getting that great lesson from you, it has changed my mindset to the lion mentality. Mindset is everything. I invented I came up with the 3 pillars of carnivore, which were why, research, and community. But I've since added mindset because I regard that as really the most important one of all. It has changed, like Rick said, you self-sabotage. If you come up with the I can't or I'm not able to, then you are self-sabotaging. You teach us, look in the mirror and say, I love you, I love you, I love you every morning. And I am, and I can, and I will. Think and it shall be. Keep the faith, trust the process. The universe is unfolding as it should. And if you go into the day with that attitude, then think it shall be, and you can make it happen. I mean, the great thing about what I'm doing is I'm making things happen because I think it and it shall be. I thought about the first Great British Meetup, and I thought that somebody would invite me to a Great British Meetup, and I was waiting. Then I realized I had to stop waiting. Why? Because anybody could have organized that meetup. everybody thought that somebody would organize that meetup. So in the end, nobody organized that meetup. So what I had to do is I had to become the nobody who organized that meetup, except I was the somebody who did organize that meetup. And now look at it. It was a success last year. This year, it's going to be an international success. So think it, and it shall be. If you think it and don't do anything, think and act, and it can happen. Get the right team around you. That's what I did. I got Carl there, the Primal Lifestyle. I got Stephanie, Lauren Tucker, and various other great organizers. And it's happening. It's all happening. Go out there and do it, folks. Be the lions. Be the lionesses. Do it.
Kelly, what's your thoughts?
You got to have a positive attitude no matter what. Just like for me, I have a bad hip. I know it's going to have to be replaced. I get to see the orthopedic specialist Tuesday. They finally called me. But no matter what, I have a positive outlook because I can still walk. I can still move. I can still do some exercises. The hip, the muscles around it was 20% better. So there's muscles are working because they're stronger. But, last Friday, I did one stretch. It backfired. I couldn't hardly walk. But that's okay because I have a positive attitude. I have a game plan. I know if I'm hoping that they will do it where I can have the surgery around August, the hottest time of the year. I know with the positive mindset that, hey, I can do this. I can continue to exercise. I continue to listen to the doctor, be that lion, continue to have that proper diet, eat that fatty red meat, eggs, that I know by the end of this year, I'll be back to where I'm at and be that coach for everybody and that encourager. Because that's one thing is like, you got to have that positive mindset. If you have that negative mindset, you're going to end up, I can't do this. And you're going to sit, you're going to mope, you're going to complain. And next thing you know, you're going to be in the worst shape that you ever been and even including your mind.
And ultimately, we are capable of everything and anything through the thoughts that we think, because ultimately life is only a thought. There's nothing out there. The mind is the maker of everything. And this is what I've learned from Jesus Christ. He was the dude that simply said, you are God. God is not out anywhere because you outpicture God. Isn't that like, it's such a simple, stupid story. Like, really? Like, remember, they keep on telling you you're incapable. You don't know. You don't have the right grades. You don't have the right pedigree. You don't have enough money. You don't. And the more I listened to the you don't, I finally realized, oh my God, I control that story. Nobody else. And the more that we see the beauty of all of it, I mean, now I'm like, oh my God, look at all the amazing people I keep on running into every single day, right? And it is a lovely day, y'all. Right?
As Paul wrote in Romans 12:1-2, we must renew our minds daily. We wake up, we have to have that renewal of our mind, because if we don't, we're going to be negative, and we can be, I'll say it, we are our own worst enemy. We can be the negative factor. And if we can turn something negative, we can turn that negativity around and make it positive.
And I think that's what the difference between the Old and the New Testament was simply like, okay, you could stay in the old way, or you could maybe think about something different. And that's this dude JC did. He said, I know you think it's bad, but what if it's badass good? It's badass good. It's as simple as that. Where did Jesus get his degree to be the God of the universe?
At the lathe.
He didn't.
The plane and the lathe in Nazareth, at the teachings of his father Joseph, who was a carpenter. So yes, he got his teachings. He got his teachings as being a blue collar worker, a chippy, as we call them in the UK. That was his qualifications. But his qualifications was the fact he was a lion. He saw that the world needed changing. So instead of sitting back and complaining about it, he wasn't a complainer. He wasn't a watcher. He was a doer. He went and did it. That is the only difference. We can all do it if we want to. But we don't have to have these stupid bits of paper that you wave around to change the world. Just get out there and do it. Get out there and influence people. Talk to people. Smile at people. That's the most important thing. Smile at people.
Yes.
I have a job interview for a 20% pay rise next week. Do you know why? Because I
Matthew
smile.
7:12.
Yeah. It's because I smile. And basically, I've become a very popular meter and greeter in the construction industry. And now another company has heard about me and wants me to go and meet and greet for them because they know that I meet people with a smile. I don't care how I'm feeling inside. I always put a smile on my face because that's the way that that I can influence people. I've always, I've actually told a lot of people who I meet, visitors to my site, about the carnivore way because they enjoy talking to me. If people enjoy talking to you, you can always change the subject onto carnivore. I always manage to do it somehow. So, yeah, smile, everybody. Smile and do it. That's the most important thing.
Kimberly, I want you to text kiltz 315-416-9872, and I will help you figure out this thing about your polyp. You're right. This polyp shit, Kimberly, I'm going to help you get your transfer at no additional charge because you're right. You had nothing there. And all of our team, what I've learned about science and medicine is they don't know how to sit back and say, you know what, I don't know the right answer 100%. Here's what I recommend. We could do something different, right? And ultimately, again, kiltz's cell phone. Why do I put out my cell phone? Because everyone needs access to Crazy Kiltz because I've learned something that is rocking different than anyone else, right? Amy, sores in my mouth as I'm not wanting to eat salads anymore. Ranch dressing, no seed oils, all deadly. So Kim Possible Harris. So text Kiltzy. All right, we got some good news. What is it? Eating mostly carnivore and ditching the salads.
Yeah.
Does anybody realize that I'm one of the only people that's never taken an antibiotic? I've never had a serious infection.
Well, yes, Rick, you have had a serious infection. It's called
iguanitis.
It's called carnivore.
Yeah. I mean, look, my cat just scratched me.
Very serious for us in the standard world that want to make money off of you. And
that's true.
And I'm, listen, you're not going to live long. You're going to be sick, and you should come to our side because let me fill you with negative thoughts, worry, fear. Oh my God, what's your cholesterol, your CAC score, your Instagram, Rick? Have you got these measured?
I don't even know what my blood type is.
Yes. Oh, you should know this, right?
Last time I went to a doctor was 1996.
Well, the last time, were you born in a hospital?
Yeah.
Yes, probably the last time you saw a doctor.
Well, I'm looking at a doctor right now.
I was going to say the last time we saw a doctor was when he met you, Dr. Kiltz.
Yeah. And I'm a little on the nutty crazy side.
Not the only one here.
Couldn't read, father in jail. And did Jesus do that to punish me or to strengthen me?
He's made you what you are today, Dr. Kiltz.
He made you stronger who you are.
Yeah. Right? And we're all doing this as brothers and sisters around the globe. Carnivores will always be the minority.
Yes.
Always be the minority. Not looking to make everyone a lion, but you are.
That's what I always say.
Yeah. The funny thing is as I got a phone call from the orthopedic group. They wanted to do go through and get everything ready. So all I have to do is just check in on Tuesday. So we're going through and she's like, what blood pressure, what kind of medication you're on? So the only thing I take is a low dose of blood pressure medicine. I don't even think I need to take that. It's like 2.5 milligrams. And I don't even think I take it. I only take it half the time. And then as we going, she's going, oh, diagnose this, this, and this. Oh, and high cholesterol. And I'm like, yes, I'm in the high cholesterol community now.
Heart attack diet.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, ultimately, what does your body make to try to kill you?
Nothing.
Nothing. And ever since we've been following the modern scientism world, and science is snake oil, basically. I mean, all these metabolic pathways and hard science. Is there any, or is it all theoretical?
It's all theory.
It's all theory. Making a lot of money for the
That's
few.
the whole idea.
I call it the Jeffrey Island people.
Yeah. It's all about control. You know what's the best way to control somebody? Through fear. Fear is how they get control. And actually, greed is, I tell everybody, it's a form of fear. It's a fear of missing out.
FOMO.
What do they call that? FOMO?
Yep. Fear of missing out.
So about 20 years, I did a CD, and it's called Fear. And Faith Evolves and Restores is the acronym for fear. And I didn't really completely understand Christ's message, but he was already feeding me the message. And I mean, look at that dude.
Hasn't changed much.
Yeah, it's sort of, but I don't have any devices to play it on.
What? You don't have a... Really?
I don't.
Shoot.
Dr. Kiltz, your newest coach is here.
Lainey, how you doing? Nice to see you. We're all doing this together, are we not?
We are.
Yes.
Just been building the fire, so because he's let it die.
Well, I had to come and say hello to my friend, so I couldn't be in
All
two
right,
places
Rick.
at once.
Rick, should I send it to you? I should send this to Rick, and he'll upload it for me.
That's it. I got a device to play everything, including 8 tracks.
We used to have those in the car.
I got an 8-track player in my car. I got cassette in my truck. We're a mix of technologies here. People think that I'm some kind of Amish or Luddite. I'm like, no, I have a mix of technologies. I include all of them.
I have in my shop and in my mom's garage, I have 2 CB radios that I will never let go. One of them is mine, one of them is my dad's, because you never know when you're ever going to have to need them, because that was one of 3 radios that you want to hold on. CB radios is the one thing you want.
I still got mine.
Because you never know, some come in, they can take out this digital technology, but it's hard to get rid of the analog technology. That's why they just shut off the analog TV towers. They didn't kill it. They just shut them off. And that's why all of our TVs still have that analog signal that we can convert from digital to analog.
Right.
I used to have a CB radio, and I was Nightingale. Breaker, Nightingale.
I was Rusty Rick.
Rusty Rick. Yeah, that's the
Breaker, Rusty Rick here.
Well,
Nightingale. And we used to get told off by our parents every night for keep shouting down the microphone.
on my airplane, we still have ILS, and we have ILS and GPS. We have ground signals, and we have the GPS signals. But we have to have both, because when the GPS goes down, we have to have the land signals, right? All the landlines are still critical in life. Let's see. It takes time to get HbA1c, fasting glucose, insulin, CRP, SED, cortisol, leptins, ferritins down where it should be. What happens in between is healing. But stop measuring. This is really the craziest shit. The more we measure, there's a shout out to Lainey, Bride's Biscuit, and Steve Marks. Let's see. I'm from Northern Illinois, Rockford, about 5-year carnivore. Nice. Again, we're brothers and sisters. And obesity is a pathologic condition or a survival physiologic biologic condition?
Survival.
Survival. Does obesity or does visceral fat harm you in any way?
No.
Dr. Kiltz, I've got a question for you. Can I run this question past you?
Got it.
When our ancestors had a successful hunt and they came back to camp at night and they sat around the fire cooking, what did they talk about? Do you think they talked about their macros, their blood results, their HbA1c, or did they tell stories of the hunt and the successful hunt? What do you think? Were they talking about what their doctor said about the macros, or were they talking about how poor old Ugg got run over by the mammoth just before he brought him down? And good old Ugg. What do you think they were talking about?
They were talking about the brothers and sisters that died in the direction of the tribe. And there are ancient brothers and sisters that are the stories that keep us going back and risking our lives for the survival of our children's children. And fear is faith evolving and restoring. We all have it, but we still will take the spear and we'll go right into the beast's heart and risk being trampled on in order for our brothers and sisters to enjoy the beast and the feast around the fire. But in general, we ate the raw, rare, fattiest meat and every inch and segment of that beast. Now we don't want blood and we don't want fat.
Yeah. So you don't think they were talking about their lab results then?
They were like what? Like Labrador results. No, look, that is absolutely true, George. And again, even in the keto carnivore world, what's your A1C, or what's your continuous glucose monitor, which is a leash, which is a chokehold, right? And the number of carnivores on GLP-1s and trying to be skinny is like deadly.
Why would anybody want to be skinny?
Because we've been brainwashed.
I always hated being skinny.
We've created fat as the enemy. And now everyone looks in the mirror and says, oh, I'm fat. Okay. And the word fat means you're unhealthy, which generally, if you weren't fat for the famine, migration, hibernation, or gestation, and men want curves. They don't want sticks.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I've known several women that were fat that lived into their 90s, and they were fine.
Mind is the master of the mission. And when we came back from the hunt, we were telling stories around the fire of the hunt.
Yeah.
I
still do that to this day.
That's what we do every day, right? And we hang around, and yes, we smoke the peace pipe, right? And okay, you might have a sip of something but in general, we sip the beauty of the stories. And that's why I wrote to my grandson, The Boy Who Ate the Sun, but it's the boy, the girl, the human, the master. We are the masters of the mission. And that's why Rick and Kelly and George and everyone else here is telling the stories.
Yeah. Brides has made a great point. Apparently they painted murals of the great broccoli harvest on the cave walls back in those days. There was that was all they wanted to paint, the pictures of people going out and gathering the broccoli in the fields.
Right.
Maybe not.
And the murals in the cave. And we are the Clan of the Cave Bears, a great series. And Ayla, she was the master of the hunt and could suffer. And suffering is part of strengthening. It's the training grounds of life, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw your interview with my friend Rebecca, which was published, and you mentioned the Clan of the Cave Bear to her. And I remember you doing that now. Actually, it's a great book. I have read it many years ago.
It's the stories, right?
Yeah.
And Scientific America. I mean, did you read the new Scientific America journal on ketosis? Like, it's all a lie. It's a lie. Ketones, the switch is not true. It's maybe, what do we call it? The great switch, right? That science is the answer. Which biblical story tells you that you should know the formula?
There is none. I don't care what my numbers are. I go by how I feel. I wake up, I feel fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I have is I don't even have pain in this hip. I just have more of an aggravation because of the discrepancy of a damaged hip. I feel great. I still do my work. I go to work. I can still keep up with the best. I can do stuff here, weed eat, mow the yard. I have no problem building a fence. I may have to sit and take a little break, rest that hip, but I can get back up. And by the end of the day, I still feel great, because every time I go to the doctor, they always ask, do you have chest pains? I'm like, no, I don't have no chest pains. I feel my best. I feel better than I did in my 20s. I feel worse in my 20s. I felt like I had more chest pains in my 20s than I do at 47 and a half.
And let's build the GoFundMe page to help more of our brothers and sisters be part of the tribe. Let's build the community where we all have an idea to make it better for everyone. And ultimately, the real narrative that we're all given, like the moment we're born. And in utero, your mother, your father have been listening to these stories, but the tribal stories are truly who we are. Yeah. And Kiltz Mighty Tribe is really the master story for everybody, yeah. Right?
Yeah. Dr. Kiltz, when it comes to the crowdfunding, can I just refer again to the Bible? When Jesus was standing in the temple, he was observing people giving donations, and he was watching all the rich people giving huge donations. And look at me. And then a little old lady came up and gave a denarii, or just the very basic thing. And he actually said, that woman has given more than the rest of them put together because she couldn't afford it. And that's the whole point. When it comes to crowdfunding, give what you can afford to give. If you are incredibly wealthy, give more. But if you are struggling on the breadline, $1, that will go to help towards building our community and struggling with the cause. We've all given to Healing Humanity one way or another. Hopefully Healing Humanity is now going to benefit off that. Let's start with the KMT now. Let's start spreading the word with the KMT, and let's get people international travel to meetups. People like Rick, who can't afford to come to the UK, if he enters and the ticket, and there is an air ticket to the UK, I will get to hug my brother, over here. That's the thing, which I wouldn't have a chance to do so otherwise. So let's do this. Let's get the crowdfund going. Let's get the
100%. And this is the beauty. Even just showing up is such a critical part of this picture for all of us. And one of my favorite books, Christ Carnivore, is the truth is that God and man are one. Jesus knew that the purpose of life is to live the abundant life by knowing who we are, children of God. It's not in a bank account. It's not in the stuff. It's not in the gifts. I mean, he's gifted me with so much, and yet we have to see that it's all the magic of the wisdom and the words and the gift we all give to each other, friendship.
Yeah.
And when I hit the road this morning to take a book over to my friend Joe, Kay was walking. She was about 20 feet ahead of me, and I said, "Good morning." And then I got to meet Kay and talk about her story and without this and flying Allegiant again. I'm blessed to fly private in so many ways, but I love all sorts of different ways because we're all simply brothers and sisters. And at the end of the day, we're born with nothing, we leave with nothing, and yet we have everything we ever need in life through the wisdom and the words of Christ.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's why it always says everything around us and in it, everything around us will pass away, including our flesh, but God's word never passes away.
All right. Maybe Rick and Kiltz are going to fly to the UK. We'll work on that. I love you guys. I love you.
I know you do.
And I'm going to work on some more crazy stuff and do some more walking and weights. And but the quest the quest for fire, is that somehow there's a quest for fire and the fireside chats and here we are and thank you to Kelly, George, and Rick, but everyone here for showing up. And even if you don't have to say anything, right? Just be who you are. And I know from someone who sat in the back of the class and just kind of like, but eventually Christ grabbed me, threw me in the front and said, sit there and be quiet too. And then he said, okay, now you're 70 years young. Let's keep going, right?
Set the example.
Set the example. Rick, do you have any complaints today?
No, I don't have any complaints. I'm around a great group of people right now.
Yeah. All right. Any last minute words from you, Kelly?
Stay positive, stay focused, kill negativity with kindness.
Yeah. We embrace negativity with kindness, and the kindness will blossom and bloom. George, your last, and Laney.
Yeah, you are kind enough, Dr. Kiltz, to tell us that you love us every day of the week. And can I just speak for all of us when I say that we love you back with interest? That's enough.
That's why we're here.
That's it. All right, all. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. USA Eastern Time. And keep journeying and enjoying together. God bless.
Bye.